History of Futsal. Futsal started in 1930 when Juan Carlos Soriani, a teacher in Montevideo, Uruguay, created a version of indoor football for recreation YMCA's. This new sport was originally developed for playing on basketball courts and the rule book was published in September 1933. Football was already highly popular in the country and after Uruguay won the 1930 World Cup and gold medals in the 1924 and 1928 Summer Olympics, it attracted even more practitioners. Soriani's goal was to create a team game that could be played indoor and or outdoor but what's similar to football. Soriani, writing the rule book, took example the principles of football, the possibility to touch the ball with every part of the body except for the hands, and he took rules from other sports to from basketball. The number of players are 5, and the other game duration 40 minutes for water polo. The rules about the goalkeeper and the team handball for the field of the goal size. The YMCA's spread the game immediately throughout South America. It was easily played by everyone, everywhere, in any weather condition without any difficulty, helping players to stay shape all year round. This reason convinced João Tufo, a Brazilian, to bring this game to his country and adapt to needs the physical education. The sports began to spread across South America and its popularity ensured the formation of governing body of Sao Paulo in 1971 under the name of Federation International de Football de Salon, FIFUSA. FIFUSA initially comprised Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay, Peru, Portugal, and Uruguay. Along with the World Championship, the new situation counted 32 participating countries and its president was João Havelange, joined by the secretary Luis Gonzaga de Oliveira in 1975. The federation chief was Tufifuza, and in 1980, Januaro de Alencio Neto was elected to work to make this sport organized worldwide by supranational bodies. The first FIFUSA World Championship were held in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1982 with the hosting World Crown Championship against Paraguay. In the front of the audience in 12 million people with Uruguay placing third, the federation then began to work to bring the big event to Europe. In 1985, the second Futsal World Cup was organized in Madrid, Spain, where the Brazilian team worked. Won again, the event was a success with a considerable media interest and high response for the audience thanks to the Spanish TV station that filmed the event. In 1985, Joseph Blatter, at the time Secretary of Football governing body FIFA, thought it was the right time to enlarge its influence and therefore also deal with indoor football. Knowing that the Federation President João Havelange was the head of FIFUSA in 1971 to 1974, the Swiss decided to Brazil in the world governing body of futsal. Surprisingly, the Congress voted against the unification due to the spat between FIFA and FIFUSA over the name of football. FIFUSA has registered the World Futsal in 1985, Madrid, Spain. FIFA wanted to promote and spread its own version of indoor football, different from the original one played in the South American countries, but they could not manage to come to out agreement. FIFUSA in the Rio de Nereo Congress in 1989. On May 2, 1990, the Brazilian Federation finally broke away from FIFUSA, and on September 22, an event of Bogota, Cambodia contributed to the founding of the Confederation Pan-American de Fútbol de Salón, PANA Futsal, together with Paraguay, Colombia, Mexico, Uruguay, and Argentina, Venezuela, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Bolivia, Ecuador, and the Netherlands, and Aruba, and Canada. Basic rules of futsal: 5 players versus 5 players, one of which will be goalkeeper. It is expected to each player will have to take a turn being goalkeeper. Number 1, subs on the fly like hockey. 2, no slides. 3, no goalkeeper punts. Ball must stay below head height. Otherwise position, and a free kick will be awarded to the opposing team. Number 4, free kick and corners. The opposing teams has to be minimum of 5 yards away from the ball with penalty kick. All players behind the ball except for the penalty kicker. Equipment needed in playing futsal. Number 1, essential futsal equipment. Number 2, after playing and coaching futsal for years at various levels, I can personally testify that the proper training equipment is critical. A futsal goes through many phases of development as they grow, and the training needs change significantly. Number 3, as a coach of highly competitive independent club, I've had to learn to find my own training equipment and research product myself. Whether it's your soccer socks and you're a bounder, it's worth investing a little bit more to buy a quality product. Number 4, soccer training equipment is generally purchased the 3 main groups: coaches, parents, and or individuals. Coaches, if you are a coach product to purchase from your own futsal coaching ecosystem, know some coaches that love to use elaborate magnetic boards at halftime, and others that want to draw in the dirt. Parents, I can tell you how many parents I've run into have never been around soccer and have no idea what to buy for the kids. The bottom line to the regardless of whether you are coach, parents, or an individual, or any combination of the above, you will need to have solid training equipment to get the most out of futsal soccer's training. Futsal equipment for players. On the side, I'll try to break down different categories of training equipment, and the most basic level of person needs to be dressed properly for training, which means you need to below items to lay a personal foundation. Shoes or boots are some called them. Futsal shoes are specially designed for the sport of futsal and are made for indoor soccer on hard surface. Shin guards. In the heat of the game, having good shin guards is very important. You need to be strong but lightweight and durable. Socks. Futsal socks typically will come up to just below the knee. They help protect the legs and also can be quite color. Short. Futsal shorts come in many styles and colors. They are also designed for comfort and durability. Shirts or jersey. Futsal jersey come in many styles and colors. Some styles date back of the early days of soccer and some have a more modern look. After that, we'll move into futsal training equipment like ball. If you or your child is just starting out in futsal, you probably won't want to overspend in the futsal ball. Net rebounders. The futsal court size and dimension. Here is the technical guide to sport-related facilities. The futsal pitch and the basketball court project. Sports facilities have a two-fold function. On the one hand, they are necessary support for training performance and sport-related recreational activities. On the other hand, they represent one of the most popular places for spatial relations. Although there are some quality examples, many struggles have unfortunately been built without adequate context and analysis of functional and operational requirements. With the use of appropriate tools and following the relevant regulation, excellent results can be obtained in the terms of sports facilities and design and construction. In the technical guide, we'll be dealing with some fundamental design aspects starting from international federal regulation and standard measurement indications. Various types of sport facilities will be examined in the next two articles. In the first one, we'll be taking a look at how to design a futsal pitch and a basketball court. In the second one, we'll focus on how to design a tennis court and a changing room.